can't say a heck of a lot except it was magical, man, magical.
Taylor Swift's wedding security was so intense that workers reportedly got thrown out of Madison Square Garden just for taking pictures. And the story of how it all went down proves this was the most locked-down celebration in modern memory. Because behind the fairy tale, behind the castle and the couture and the 1,000 famous guests, there was reportedly a ruthless, zero-tolerance operation running in the shadows. And anyone who dared to break the rules learned that the hard way. Even the crew building the wedding was not safe. Here's what reportedly happened. As the venue was being transformed in the days before the big day, at least a couple of stagehands were reportedly caught taking photographs inside the arena, and they were escorted right out of the building on the spot. And it may not have stopped it too. Another account reportedly suggested that as many as 4 people working the event were removed altogether. Think about that. These were not guests sneaking a selfie. These were workers, part of the crew hired to help create the wedding, and the moment they pointed a camera where they should not have, they were reportedly shown the door. Now here's the interesting wrinkle, because the word fired is not quite accurate. Since these workers reportedly belonged to a union rather than being direct employees of the arena, they could not simply be sacked outright. There would reportedly have to be a formal arbitration process before any true firing could happen. But make no mistake, there were consequences. The workers reportedly face real sanctions, and the bottom line is that they can no longer work at that iconic arena at all. They may be able to find work at other venues within the larger company, but the garden itself is reportedly off limits to them now, all for a few forbidden photos. And that crackdown was reportedly just one piece of a security operation bordering on the extreme, because the entire building was reportedly sealed tight in the days leading up to the wedding. Corporate employees were reportedly banned from even entering, told the building was a no-go zone without being given a reason why. And on the day itself, every single person walking through those doors reportedly had to surrender their phone, including guests, security, and even law enforcement. No one reportedly was allowed inside with a device capable of capturing a single image. Combined with the windowless walls and the legal agreements many guests signed, it created a fortress designed to make leaking anything from inside virtually impossible. But here is the deliciously ironic twist, because for all those extreme measures, for all the workers removed, and phones confiscated and agreements signed, the biggest leaks reportedly did not come from the crew at all. They came from the guests. One high-profile attendee, a powerful business executive, reportedly took to social media and shared a long, detailed description of the entire event, painting a vivid picture of the decor, the draping, blown-up photos of the couple at every age lining the walls, the garden built inside the arena, the bride's stunning gown with its long-veiled train, and the groom in a sharp white tuxedo. He reportedly described the vows in loving detail before eventually deleting his posts, and another famous guest reportedly could not resist cracking a cheeky joke about the night either. So the workers reportedly got tossed for a few pictures while the guests spilled some of the juiciest details of all. It is the perfect reminder that no matter how high you build the walls, secrets this big always find a way to slip out. And it reportedly raises a fascinating question. Why go to such extraordinary, almost ruthless lengths to control every single image? The answer reportedly comes down to one thing: ownership, because signs were reportedly posted at the entrances of the arena noting that guests were being filmed, a strong hint that the couple captured their own official footage of the entire wedding. In other words, the world may eventually get to see this day, but only when Taylor chooses, only on her terms, and only through her lens. It reportedly explains the whole crackdown perfectly. This was never about hiding the wedding forever. It was about making sure that the first and the most beautiful version the world ever sees is the one the couple decides to share themselves. Every removed worker, every confiscated phone, every signed agreement was reportedly in service of protecting that single priceless goal. So here is everything else swirling around the newlyweds right now, because the wedding may be over, but the story is far from finished. Just one night after the ceremony, the drama shifted from the arena in the city all the way to the coast, because on the night of the 4th of July, the day right after the wedding, Taylor's famous oceanfront estate reportedly lit up and fireworks burst over the coastline, sending fans into another frenzy of speculation. Many wondered aloud whether the newlyweds had quietly slipped away to celebrate the holiday and their brand-new marriage at her beloved seaside retreat. Nobody has confirmed the couple was actually there, since the estate is guarded and private, but the timing was reportedly too perfect to ignore. It even revived memories of the legendary 4th of July parties Taylor once hosted at that very mansion years ago, before she quietly retired the tradition. So the idea of fireworks lighting up that same sky now on the first Independence Day of her married life reportedly felt like a beautiful full-circle moment, whether or not the couple was truly behind those gates. And slowly, the very first real glimpses from inside the wedding have reportedly begun to surface. Despite the phone bans and the removed workers, a guest reportedly shared an image online offering the world its first genuine look inside, showing the couple hand in hand, walking up a grand carpeted staircase toward the ceremony, a fittingly fairy tale first frame. Combined with the descriptions that leaked out, a picture is reportedly forming of a breathtaking transformation. An entire lush garden built inside the arena, draped in soft peach and white and green, with real flowers and rows of chairs arranged so intimately that guests reportedly said a room holding 1,000 people somehow felt small and close. The couple reportedly walked in to the sound of violins and a cello, the bride in white with a long veil, the groom in his white tux, every detail crafted to feel like a countryside retreat magically placed in the heart of the biggest city in America. The celebrity reactions have reportedly been pouring in too. Some of the biggest names on the planet reportedly attended, with a jaw-dropping list of guests spotted arriving and departing, from Hollywood legends to music icons to sports royalty. Beyond the wedding, a wave of famous friends and admirers reportedly sent their public congratulations to the couple, celebrating the union that has captivated the world for nearly 2 years. Even figures known for rarely weighing in reportedly offered their well wishes, a testament to just how universally this love story has been embraced. From close friends who stood beside them to distant admirers moved by the fairy tale, the outpouring of joy reportedly reflected exactly how big this moment truly was. And the tributes were not limited to famous faces. After the ceremony, guests were reportedly treated to food from one of Taylor's favorite spots in the city, along with carnival-style games to keep the celebration playful and fun deep into the night. As the party wound down in the early morning hours, a steady stream of stars was reportedly seen departing the venue, capping off what by every account was an unforgettable night. And in the days that followed, crews were reportedly spotted tearing down the elaborate setup, dismantling the fairy tale piece by piece, a quiet reminder that even the most magical night eventually has to end. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.